Hello, my name is Timothy James. I am the curator of the TJ Wong Trio, and I started this different project because I needed something to differentiate between my blues and my singer-songwriter stuff.
And since our last interview, what made you want to start this new project besides just,
I've been playing blues for most of my career, and I figured it was time to give some of the blues greats their credit and really try to make something that does that and honors them and totally, in a way, I feel like I'm carrying the torch. So.
And how do you feel your music and artistic vision has evolved since the last time we spoke?
Oh man. Well, we've got. I don't remember if we had a record out last time. I think it was just about to come out last time we spoke. But definitely, the vision has changed in that I'm really starting to clearly see what I want from this group, and also how to get it. And so I'm beginning to bring the people around me who I know will meet this vision and are also maybe share this vision.
And can you tell us about your latest music release and what inspired it?
So, my latest one is the record from last year, and again, what inspired it is kind of the same. It was like I need to really put out a blues record and try to pay some homage to the greats.
And how have your fans responded to your recent work, and what feedback has stood out to you?
I've got some really good feedback, and really I just love when people come up and they say, hey, I really like this song, and there's a couple, there's one about a Beetle on there, an old vintage Volkswagen Beetle, and I love when people come up and talk to me about their old Beetles they had or stories they have about Beetles. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world, is to talk about Volkswagens.
And have you collaborated with any new artists since our last interview?
So I'm really fortunate, I produce and engineer around town, and I get to work on a lot of cool projects. There's this really great blues singer in Portland called Miss V, and I'm working on her record right now. I get to produce this country rock record with this group called Robert Henry and the Repeaters, and that's really cool. And I've also played on Gemini Dragons, one of Gemini Dragons' releases, who played right before me here at the Crossroads stage.
Okay. And how have your live performances changed or grown recently, and what has been a standout moment from that?
Oh man, it's always been my goal to deliver the audience a really great performance and a show, but lately we've just been trying to take it up to the next level, and I've been really inspired by Ben Rice, who's a great role model of mine, and he's really shown the whole Portland scene and beyond what it's like to be that next level.
And what personal experiences have helped growth or influenced your music since last time we talked?
That's great. I'm getting married in September, and that's a big one.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And other than that, as we grow up and we lose people and we find people, I think inevitably our music changes, or any art form for that matter. So I think just growing older, from a year ago, from 2 years ago, my perspective on everything slowly shifts, and not because I'm getting taller anymore, but that's such a big part of it. Again, finding people, losing people, and that kind of thing.
And what are your goals for the next phase of your career, and how do you plan on achieving them?
And so I'm working on another Timothy James record, so the singer-songwriter thing. And this record is really cool. I'm working with his producer out of Dallas, Texas, and he's worked with like Sheryl Crow and Everclear, some really big names. And I just really feel like this record really needs to be heard because it's really special. So my plans are to promote the heck out of it and try to get some airplay and just make it so people can hear it, to enjoy it.
And what challenges have you faced recently, and how have you overcome them?
That's a great one. Well, this last week, very recently, I lost my voice. And so the last couple of days has just been me trying to heal, and it worked. I rested, and I managed to sing tonight and pull it off, and I feel like I gave people a good show. Other than that, it's just been life is challenges, and the more we conquer those, the more we grow, and it defines us as a person, and it's kind of just life, you know. So.
Are there any new artists, genres, or experiences that influenced your music lately?
Watch House is a band from the East Coast. They're really, really good, and there's just this profound honesty that they write with that I really want my music to be like that. I'm like, man, that's so good, that's so deep, and that's so, you know, his mom died when he was at a young age, and that really affected him, and a lot of his songs are about that, and to have that level of transparency in your music is something that I really struggle with, and so that's been a goal lately for me, is to write more like that.
Okay. And how do you continue to engage with your fans, and what has been the most rewarding part of these interactions?
Man, going back to, you know, when I sell CDs and stuff, people will come up to me after they've had it for a while, and they'll tell me that they like this song, or they like this song, or this song reminds me of, you know, this childhood friend, or this car I had, whatever it is. And I think it's a really beautiful thing about music is it can bring back memories, and it can really bring out the best memories most of the time, hopefully. And sometimes the bad memories too, but that's okay. That's where we grow as people. So.
And based on your recent experiences and everything that we've talked about, what new advice would you give aspiring artists looking to follow in your footsteps?
I would say dream really big, and that's something that I struggle with, you know. And again, I think part of it is I'm such a humble person that it's hard for me to do that because in this weird way, I'm like, my life is going to be quiet and simple, but don't do that. Dream big, and the sky is the limit. And so if there is something to be obtained, it can be obtained, and it will be obtained if you put your feet in the right places, and don't be a dick.
Final thoughts?
Oh man, I'm just so appreciative of getting to play this festival again, and all the wonderful people I meet and all the places I play. I'm just so blessed that I get to do this full time. And thank you of those of you who've supported me, and thanks for the haters, because any publicity is good publicity.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Timothy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.